5 unexpected places to free up more time. Look, you can find more time. You've got it in your workday, and a lot of people just overlook these little nooks and crannies of time throughout their day, and they miss all these opportunities for all this additional time. So I'm going to share with you today 5 places that you can look today in your workday, in your personal time, to find more time to work on projects, create lists, to think about big ideas for you, your work, your family, etc. So the number one place is your time waiting. If you're a parent, you're probably taking your kid to like soccer practice, or you're waiting in line at the grocery store or whatnot. Waiting time is a great time to maybe jot down a couple of ideas, or if something comes to you that you forgot, you can add that to your list. Have a little notebook or type it into Evernote or something like that, but utilize that waiting time. Maybe you're at the doctor's office, and utilize that time to work on little projects. The second one is your commute. Now, in your commute, it's really interesting because you're not going to be doing a lot of writing while you're during your commute, hopefully. But if you're carpooling with somebody, they can write the ideas down for you, or maybe they can do the driving and you can do the writing or thinking or working. Also, what you can do is you can utilize that time to listen to an audio book, or maybe a learning class that you need to take. You can get like an audio version of that and listen to it on your commute. So instead of just getting in your car and unwinding with the radio, which I think is just fine sometimes, but sometimes think about how you can utilize that commute time in a much more productive way. For years, when I was on the train up in New York and New Jersey, I read a ton of books. Some were business, some were more fun related, but whatever it was, I was utilizing that time in a productive way, and I found that I still haven't been able to read as many books as I was able to read when I had that long commute. The other one is the time zone offsets. A lot of times the workforce is so expansive across multiple time zones that we underutilize the time of when we have the ideal work time overlaps with maybe part of our virtual team or clients. But the other time can be a lot more flexible. So identify the ideal time overlaps with the time zones, and then outside of that, utilize that time in different ways for other projects. The other one isn't that fun, but sometimes it's a great place to find quiet and peace of mind, and it's on the weekends. And the fifth one, which I think is probably the best one, I call it the bookends of your workday. So 15 minutes before your workday gets started, there aren't a lot of people in the office, maybe not a lot of email traffic yet. Those 15 minutes can be precious time to tap into. And then at the end of the workday, those last 15 minutes can be really valuable. So again, it's the waiting time, it's during your commute, it's the time zone offsets, it's the weekends, as well as the bookends of your workday. Utilize one of those time strategies to find more time and watch how much more productive it can make you in your workday.